Kate and Flock go back as Claire genuinely apologizes and hugs Kate, crying and thanking her for taking care of Aaron. Back to Sawyer. He's taken to Widmore's sub as some men are putting a sonic fence around it, which will protect them from the Man in Black. Zoe takes Sawyer inside the sub and down a hallway where he notices a locked door. So the big question here is, who or what is behind the locked door? Now obviously whatever it is important, otherwise they wouldn't have shown us a locked door and wouldn't have focused on it for so long. Now we'll talk about the who's first, and if it is a person, it either has to be, at least I think, Desmond or Walt. We know Desmond is connected to Widmore through Penny, and also he was told by Eloise that the island isn't done with him yet. He's also appeared in only one little part this season, yet he's still been listed as a main cast member this whole entire time, so obviously he's going to have a pretty important part upcoming. The fact that the door was locked could be a clue. As we know, Desmond's been locked up by Widmore for years in the hatch, in the ship on the island, and also metaphorically, he's been locked up by Widmore from progressing and moving on with his life. Now, the other person, like I said, could be Walt. Story-wise, it would make sense, but I haven't heard anything about the real person coming on these next few episodes. Now, I know he grew like mad, but they just kind of dropped him. As we know, he's really special, though. They could make it that he's the only one to be able to take down the Man in Black. Also, as Sawyer is climbing down into the sub, we can see some of the bunk beds in the background, and on top of one of them is a stuffed animal polar bear. Now remember, Michael gave Walt a stuffed animal polar bear when he was a little kid, and then also that same bunk bed is the only one that's unmade, maybe signifying that a kid or an uncaring teen is on board. Maybe Walt was in bed and quickly taken to that hold room so Sawyer couldn't see him and tell the Man in Black that he's actually there. Since Walt doesn't know that his dad is actually dead, Widmore could have used that as bait to get Walt to come back to the island. But like I just said, the producers said that they can't see Walt getting too involved with the story because of how much older he's gotten. At least they said that a little while ago. It could just be a ploy though, who knows. Now another possibility as far as a person goes could just be someone from the Man in Black's past, maybe like his mother or a relative even, or just someone that gives Widmore leverage over the Man in Black. Now like I said, the thing behind the locked door could also be an item as well. Maybe it's a secret weapon that can kill the Man in Black, or maybe it's a special holding cell that they're going to try to put the Nemesis into to eliminate him or trap him forever. But whatever you guys think it is, let me know down here in the comment section. Zoe takes Sawyer into Widmore's room, and Sawyer knows that he's the guy who sent the freighter to kill them all. Widmore does not deny this, but he does claim that he's not responsible for the pile of dead bodies on the island. And I think Widmore's probably telling the truth here. Remember in the incident episode, the Man in Black said that he would take care of the Ajira passengers. And I know that doesn't mean 100% that he did kill the passengers. Widmore could be lying. As we know, he did send the freighter to kill everyone on the island and failed. Sawyer tells Widmore the truth about Flock sending him there to gain information, and offers to lie to the Man in Black, claiming that the coast is clear, and then bring him right to Widmore's doorstep so Charles can kill him. Widmore gives a little grin at that last statement. Sawyer says he'll do that if Widmore won't lay a finger on his friends and that they get safe passage off the island. Widmore agrees. So Sawyer goes back to the beach and tells Flock everything that happened. The sonic fence, the sub, the locked door, Widmore, and the deal he made with him. The Man in Black is like, "Good. Good." At night, Kate and Sawyer talk, and Sawyer tells her that he wants Widmore and Locke to fight it out, and while they do, he and Kate can get off the island. I think Widmore's on the island to manipulate the Man in Black into doing something for his own good or to make a deal with him. They may be using the plane as a bargaining chip, otherwise they probably would have destroyed it by now. And like I mentioned earlier, the locked room could be a special holding cell for the Man in Black, like a genie trap almost. And I think it's probably Widmore's group, the one that Jacob whispered, "They're coming," to the Man in Black right before he was killed. And remember that expression on the Man in Black's face, it was like a look of concern. Okay then, time for this week's version of Gus's photo hunt. I have no idea how you guys do this, but first off, congrats to Goodfella4815. You somehow figured out that this tree, yes, a tree for crying out loud, actually belonged to this picture, so good job. Anyway, anyhow you did it. You won a nice virtual trophy on our website. Now here's one for this week. I always say I'm going to make it harder. I don't know how I can make it harder than that though. But try to guess what it is. And the only way you can win is by posting a video response. Okay, unanswered questions time. The first one from this episode is, who or what is behind the locked door in the submarine? And secondly, what do you think about the background to the Man in Black? By that I mean his family, his mom, how he came to be the way he is. What are your opinions? And I really want to know, so leave your ideas down below in the comment section so we can all talk about them. Okay guys, that is it for me. I just want to say thanks again for watching these videos and keeping up with them. I really appreciate it. Again, I've said this past 2 weeks, but if you haven't yet, if you could subscribe, if you click the button up there that says subscribe, it's free. It just makes it so you get these videos automatically, and I'd really like it, so thanks if you do. I'll see you guys next week when the episode is Richard's. It looks really good. I've been looking forward to it for a long time. I'll see you then on next Sunday, and God bless.